sports. It's in the game.
I can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
Today.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Young. Left side here to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Young.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
it's Goff off the bootleg. Looking for right, and he finds him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Again, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Running right, here's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal. From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first down throw. Goff. Steps away to his left. Oh, good move at the 10. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Young's throw. The ball comes out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes left side. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Young.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here in what is...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Goff on 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Troy Hill picks it. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now here's Young. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is taken at about the 14.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, 71 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to...
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the...
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Fighting his way through contact, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Goff looking to throw. Flush to his right. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10, Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Young to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To the air once more, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part. Film room and watch every error that they made and figure out to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Young to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Young will set to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Goff going to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, good move.
And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your
today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Taken in at the 22. Able to slither by. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On first down, gone. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jalen Reeves-Maybin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now third down and very long.
To throw, Mayfield.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A second down throw for Mayfield.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he
Tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? Been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And it's taken in at the 9. A little juke. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
This to Laporta, right side.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Goff now to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Goff. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Mayfield.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield with it once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Off
play action. Here's Goff.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To the air again. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start here with a handoff to White.
Wiggles free, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Now Mayfield. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Lee McNeil
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It got his man complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, 48 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right?
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
That's caught. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense, because you're...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aleem McNeil.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Will Harris.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
On the return, here's Tompkins. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
On the return, here's Tompkins. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each
today.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Jackson options out left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds the root. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. So here are the Lions to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more.
He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run with Edwards off the option. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Jackson going to run again. Fights through and now a crease. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Flush to his right. They got his man complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Goff on 1st down. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap. especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the line. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Flushed out right. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw is Edwards. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Jackson now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
It's complete, and he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On second down, here's the option.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 28 yards. yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw. Goff. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike
able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Jackson.
He'll dump.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
He's into space past the 25.
Touchdown! David Montgomery. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw again is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Tackle made that time by Alim McNeil.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Goff going to throw it.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw